This is StabtheDragon Productions with a news flash. If you have not yet heard, this is Sunday, September 15th, 2024. It is currently 4:26 p.m. in Fort Worth, Texas, but a couple of hours ago, a little over, maybe 2.5 hours ago, there was a second assassination attempt against President Trump. He was at the West Palm Beach Trump golf course. It's not Mar-a-Lago, it's a different course. And the Secret Service detail saw a guy in a fence line just outside of the golf course with a rifle, a scoped rifle. They engaged the individual with gunfire, and the individual fled. He left at the scene two backpacks that had bulletproof vest ceramic plates in them, and his AK-47 style rifle with a high-powered scope, and a GoPro to record it all. So he fled the scene very quickly, got in his vehicle because the road was, he was just outside the fence from the golf course, and there was a wood line there, but then there was a road. But somebody saw him and got a picture of the vehicle and license plate. And so the Florida Sheriff's Department was able to track this individual down and arrest him. He is in custody. It appears to be a white male in his 50s or 60s, slender build. And so, I don't have a name yet, but there were shots fired by the Secret Service. President Trump is okay. They evacuated him to a safe area very quickly. So that's the gist of the news. But there's some questions that come up. Through the sources that I've been watching, notably Benny Johnson on YouTube, who gets President Trump's public schedule on a regular basis, said that this golf trip was not on the public schedule. And so the first question that comes up is, how did this guy know Trump was on the golf course at that time? Trump was just 2 holes down from where this guy was seen. So, that's 400 yards or so, but with a scoped rifle, that's a shot. So how did this guy know Trump was going to be on the golf course? That's going to be one of the key questions to come out of this investigation. The Sheriff's Department did the arrest. However, it was the Secret Service who shot at the guy. So obviously the FBI is on site as well. But here's the suggestion from Benny Johnson. And Benny was interviewing Eric Prince, formerly of Blackwater. And the suggestion from both of them was the Florida State Law Enforcement Agency and the Sheriff's Office, the Governor, DeSantis, needs to be in charge of this investigation, because the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Secret Service completely botched and ruined the investigation of the Pennsylvania attempt. So there's a plea going out to Governor DeSantis and to the Sheriff's Department there to not allow the feds to take charge of this investigation. Now, some sharing of information is doable, but there's a plea here. Don't let the feds run this investigation. I wholeheartedly concur. The feds have covered up some stuff from the Pennsylvania attempt, and we don't want them doing that again. Now, this is just the initial reports, but more information is going to follow. So stay tuned to your news. But see, it's interesting. I mean, granted, news media comes out with stories, and then they get partial information, so they have to correct it later on. But some of the partial information that I was getting initially was that there was a dispute between two guys that involved gunfire, and the Secret Service intervened. And then there was, shots were fired by an assassin at Trump and his detail, and Secret Service took him out. Going off of the briefing from the Sheriff's Department, and the Secret Service rep was there, the FBI rep was there. It appears that a Secret Service agent was going on the next hole down, spotted the guy with the rifle through the fence, engaged him immediately with fire, and then the guy fled. So that's a pretty authoritative source coming from the Secret Service and Sheriff's Department directly. So that seems to be how it all went down. All right, well, that's Stab the Dragon for this news flash on 9/15/2024. Out here.